Tumavele from programtom.com/dev here, and in a recent post on a LinkedIn where I shared this URL, architecting your Compose UI, where I found this unidirectional data flow with display state and events that update the state, very similar to how things are done in Flutter. So I've coded before Flutter native apps where they had the view models and the live data and MVM state management approach, and it seems now it is re-implemented in Kotlin classes that are part of uh, the Compose UI. Basically, what I posted is UDF is just another abbreviation for state management. It has the same idea. It looks like React, and the Compose UI is just a re-implementation of Flutter. On a higher level, it is reinventing the wheel, just with another DSL and command lib and another API that you need to learn if you want to be up to date with the latest technologies. And yeah, I've got this response, not really. That actually I am on the same opinion. Basically, in Flutter, there's I think build context. It is the same as the context in native UI. In the native building UIs with views, it was a part of yeah, it was part of the native application development not long ago, and yeah, it is required for building Flutter UIs, unfortunately for now, and this because Flutter is just the evolution of technology of the Flutter of the Google engineers there. So they first started with UIs that is separated with the logic that is coming from Google Web Toolkit, and they've implemented the same idea with MVM in Android, and they re-implement the cross-platform idea in a Flutter SDK, and then Google engineers moved it to native Android and then to cross-platform Compose with custom Kotlin DSL. And basically, is the things that my colleague points out, that passing this context in Flutter and in native Android is basically something that is puts a burden on coding, and it creates problems with testing depending on the context, and creates sometimes bugs when there are pop-ups, and this is the same in Flutter actually. When you have multiple view one above other, and you want to change the below state, below UI, you can't interact with the below context from the above context because they are different. So there is a problem with this in Flutter and native Android, and this is resolved in Compose, because Compose is just Android view that wraps the entire screen, and everything is in a single context. So they've made a Kotlin DSL that uh, that is wrapped up in functions. So basically, the Compose Android view, the Compose UI, draws itself onto the canvas, onto the view, and it lives inside this view. And while while the UI only draws something on itself with whatever state management solution, it does not need any context. So having things and functions in units that do not depend on external and in platform um, items, they are easily testable and easily maintainable, as there is no code to external. But actually, for any functionality, even in Kotlin Compose UI, uh, you need the local context. That is the context, that is the Android context, and this context is the activity. I think this is the context of the activity that wraps wraps the Kotlin, not the Kotlin, but the Compose UI view. So basically, the state management in Flutter is somehow similar to MVM that I've coded before, and with the latest update of the Compose UI, there are DSLs and React-looking UIs, a React-looking state management solution um, to be part of view model. So this is the same as having a stateful widget or a block. And yeah, the last thing that my colleague said was, well, the main thing is to agree that it will not make you more productive. Depending on what you know is what you're gonna use. It depends from where you pick a technology to get into mobile development. If you're coming from web and React Native will be easier for you, or Compose UI may be easier for you as it is similar. And and so basically my colleague agrees that UDF is nothing new. So the purpose of this video is focus on how things are architectured and understand that they all re-implement the same idea. And to be productive in one way, in one tech, you just need to memorize in your fingers how things are named there and troubleshoot some edge cases and adapt to some designer's UI, basically. And after having resolved such items, basically you're good to go and to be productive. What you need is a memory in your fingers to know how things are named on the concrete platform. So yeah, go and do not fight platform and framework. Who is best? They all re-implement the same idea.